want sexy, fuller lips without any injections. After about the age of 35 or so, we are told that our lips shrink. We being women, that our lips actually shrink and they become invisible. That's not the case. Just so we know, what happens is the skin comes down here and it rolls underneath. So why not do a couple exercises? And I have a makeup tip for you as well that will help give you firm, fuller lips. No equipment required and doesn't take that much time. So the first one is you're just going to go, so I basically roll my lips underneath a little bit. I'm pulling them back to the side here and putting slight pressure on there. This really starts to work these muscles to help them plump up and get a little bit bigger. You're not going to see results in like a minute, but over time it will. So we're going to do this again. And you can see I'm pressing down with my lips, pursing them together. And then with my teeth barely pressing down. And really I'm resisting, I'm pulling them up as I'm pushing down. So it's working all of these muscles around in here. Kind of your kissing muscles if you want to know. The second exercise, oh, and by the way, you want to do this one like a set, 3 sets, and do 5 or 10 of them. I say 5 or 10. Try it out, see what happens. There should be no pain involved with it, like with any of the exercises that I give. If you have pain, stop. Not supposed to be painful. Second exercise is one that we're actually going to use and build up in this area. And again, when you pull this up, you can see how it changes, how thick the lips are here. So that one. So the next exercise, we're actually going to work at pulling this up and giving a little bit of lift or fullness in here to create less of a roll as far as that's concerned. And you're going to push all the air into one side of the cheek, hold it for 10 seconds, and then you push it over to the other side. So it looks like this. Now when I do this, I'm creating a slight amount of resistance against the air that's pushing. And this is designed to lift and give some fullness in this area, which actually will make not only the lips look better, but also fill up the cheeks a little bit, which we all want, especially as we get older. Because as we know, gravity works. So the advanced version of this one, if you will want to call it that, is where we're actually going to go from one side to up above, to side, to here, and then we're going to go back around again. So side, bottom, side, top. So here we go, just so you can see what it looks like. I'm holding these probably for 2 to 3 seconds each. As I do this, I do 3 sets, and I started out with 5. Again, this one you might feel a little bit more as far as the muscles. They might get a little bit tired, which is okay. When they get tired, I would stop. But here we go. Now I'm going to go back the other way. And those are the 2 exercises. Pretty straightforward, easy to do. You can do them anywhere. I do them in the car. Sometimes I do them in the grocery store. No one's paying attention. They're all doing their own shopping anyway. Then the last one is the makeup tip. And that one is also super easy. So I have my pencil. The color is a little bit close to my natural color because that's the color that I'm going to be putting on now. I choose, this is Forever Makeup. That just happens to be the one that I like. It doesn't dry out my skin or make it feel like they're too cracked, and it isn't too heavy. That's the other thing, is I don't like it super heavy. So when I do my lines, I'm going to go slightly under there in the middle. So right from here to here, I go slightly under the line, not enough that you can see it, but enough that it makes it look a little bit fuller. And then I do the same thing on the top, basically in this area right in here. It's hard to do without my glasses on. What do I do with my glasses? Oh, well, we're just going to have to wing it. Slightly above. Except I don't do it slightly above in the middle here. I leave that as to the way it normally looks. And then continue on. I like to let this set for a couple of minutes and just so it soaks in. It's great because this creates a barrier so that my lipstick doesn't run. But I'm going to just go ahead and put on my lipstick now. So you can see. Again, the lip liner matches pretty closely with the lipstick. Some people will actually use lip liner over the whole lip. I don't do that because it dries out my lips, but if you can do it and it doesn't bother them, it will stay a little bit longer as far as that goes. But again, the same strategy is this section right in here. You're going to go right along the line here, and then up on the top part here and here. And you can see my cat D'Artagnan. He loves it. He thinks it's awesome. That's it for today. A tip about how to have sexier, fuller looking lips without surgery or injections. Bye for now.